Eileen, so you should probably rename yourself.
We are going live. I accidentally hit the button.
That's okay.
You're good. It's all good. We put the link out on the socials.
Yep.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, so slow. Hi, Florence. Good to see you. Oh my gosh, what is going on? I made it angry.
Oh, we are live, folks.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Humanity First Movement Sunday Night Live Election Night Edition. It's an exciting night. We are inducting 3 new board members and saying thank you for your service to our 3 outgoing board members. And Catherine has so awesomely put the links to the slide in the chat. And screen share and go through our little brief slide deck. Say hi to everybody while I get that going. And maybe I'm not the best at screen share since my computer is being really slow. Catherine, do you want to do it for me?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
All right. Yenny, you need to allow screen sharing.
We got this. We got this, guys. Work makes the dream work. Thanks, Yen. I can't stop.
There you go. Should share now.
Yay.
I'm showing everything except what I'm supposed to be showing. Okay, can you see the slides?
Yes, but I see like your upper left corner of your screen. Ooh. There we go. Looks good, looks good. Yeah, election night. Boom. In case you didn't know, today is the 23rd of May, 2021. I actually, I realized that this morning, but I wouldn't have known yesterday. So yeah, introduction. Hi, I'm Eileen Patterson. I am in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have some other board members here as well. We've got Catherine here and Will, we've got here as well. I can't, my screen's being really slow in here. Hi, guys. And then, yes, today is the board election. Now, it's kind of cool. We are going to get to that a little later about like how we're not going to have to really go through the formality of voting, which is kind of nice. Cash advocacy, UBI actions and events, democracy, advocacy, and actions, candidate support we'll talk about too. We have one of our awesome candidates here, Yenny. She's going to go talk about what's going on with her campaign up in Massachusetts. And then we're going to recognize our outgoing board members and welcome our new board members. So it's exciting night for Humanity First Movement. Next slide, please. All right, Humanity First Movement. Actually, can I get a volunteer just to read what that says real quick? Anyone want to read this slide for me about what is HFM?
I could read it.
Yeah, go for it. Let's go.
Okay. Humanity Forward Movement is a network and organization that grew from the grassroots volunteers of Andrew Yang's 2020 campaign. We're growing the movement and growing ourselves by supporting HF candidates, researching and leading humanity first policy and initiatives, organizing within our states, and sometimes just hanging. What is HFM?
Awesome. Thanks so much. And speaking of the just hanging, I just want to shout out, I don't think I put a slide in for it, but next Sunday, same bat time, same bat channel, we're going to have our Talks with Toxins. So like every Sunday night we get together at the same time, 5:30 Pacific. And but next, we kind of bi-weekly, have like our, these slide deck presentation. And then in the alternate weeks, we have Talks with Toxins, which is a legacy event from Humanity Forward Arizona. And that's where you bring, whatever toxin you want, whether it be, sugar. I mean, for me, a lot of times it's cannabis, alcohol, whatever, but just bring something and it's just like a chill social hang. So come join us for that next Sunday. All right, next slide, please. All right, so cool. Here's how you can talk to us, join us, get involved. There's a Slack link there, there's state groups there, and then there's like the college networks there. And then also Humanity Hangs, which are hosted by Humanity Forward. All right, next slide. Yeah, perfect. See, look at that, reading my mind. And then social media, look at, we're on all the things. So you can follow us on all the socials and engage with us, please. It helps our algorithms and stuff to engage with us, retweet us, or, you know, share our content. And we're going to get better about putting more content out there too. We're still like a fledgling group, and more on that too. Next slide. Now the board election. Next slide. It's time. We'll be electing 3 interim board members for a 6-month term. 4 members are continuing, one of them being me, Catherine, who is with us as well, Ron and Megan. And they will be, yeah, we're gonna be hanging out a little longer with you guys. Next slide. Congratulations! Look, it's amazing. We had 3 spots and we had 3 applicants. It's so amazing. And we have with us right now, Synovia, Kevin and Will. So it's really exciting. Thank you guys so much for applying. If you're on the Slack, you can go and read what they wrote there, their statements and stuff. But also, I just want to welcome you guys, congratulate you, and give you each a chance to speak. Yeah, we can start with you, Synovia. What's up?
Okay, well, hello, everyone. My name is Synovia Reynolds Parks. I am from the great state of Illinois. I'm an original member of the Yang Gang from Illinois, Chicago. Woo, 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 woo. And I am so excited. I have been engaged with the movement since the beginning, since Andrew Yang wrote the book, because I don't follow anybody who can't put it in words and print and be able to explain it to us in terms of to where we can understand. And I understood what he was going through, what he was talking about in his book, how it affects my community. And if we don't act now, I'm going to continue to watch disenfranchised parts of my childhood continue to fall. A lot of different reasons for it, you know, if we're not talking political or just people seeing each other as human beings, it's more of a struggle than I thought it was going to be. When I became a delegate, I had to go through so many stereotypes on what we stood for, what UBI was for. And I'm all like, don't y'all see what color I am? Like, don't you understand that there are people out here that's trying to talk about the hood, helping the neighborhood? Because I'm not from the hood, but my family is from the hood. So my family is elevated. We're not where we were 60 years ago, and we need to move forward and be more inclusive of our fellow neighbors, our fellow human beings, our fellow co-workers, our fellow students. I teach in communities that the children don't look like me, and I enjoy it, but I can see the difference in how we educate versus how others educate us. And this is just really a time for us to close some of those gaps, speak on those gaps, and I'm ready to be that voice to speak on those gaps. So thank you all so much.
Thank you. Yay. All right. Next up, let's go, Will.
Hey, everyone. This is Will Murray here. Longtime fan of UBI and also a delegate back from Andrew Yang's presidential campaign. Got involved with HFM after the whole presidential thing wrapped up and have been really focused on the legal side of things. I come from a business background more than a political or organizing background. So I've got, you know, legal documents, technical writing, things like that, bringing that skill set initially to help with the negotiations with HF and now to chair the legal circle. I want to get us, you know, established as a legal organization on the technical side and really focus on the technical foundation so that we can do our work in the best way possible. Thanks.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Will. Yeah, everything you guys are doing in that legal research circle is just awesome, and really looking forward to that opening up to the rest of our members in our community. And next up, we have Kevin, my love. I can't wait to see your face. Let's go. Say hi.
Hi, bear with me, I'm eating, so you might hear some chewing sounds. Okay. All right. Hi, I'm Kevin Lee. This will be my second term on the board. I'm from the Detroit area. I've been with HFM since pretty much the beginning, and I used to run the Twitter account for the organization, and I'm also a one of the state leads for Michigan. And last but not least, I'm also in the legal research circle.
Yes.
It's an honor to run again and be elected to represent. Well, okay. Honestly, I don't. I was gonna say represent the Yang Gang, but I'm not sure if we're representing the entire Yang Gang, but whatever. Just whatever portion of the Yang Gang is paying attention to this. Check.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Kevin. And again, another round of applause for our incoming board members. Thanks so much. And also, this book was mentioned, just wanted to shout it out. If you have not read it, if you don't have it, if you'd like a copy, if you'd like a couple copies to give to your neighbors, hit me up in the DMs and I will get you. I've got a few boxes of these books left from here in Nevada when Andrew Yang was running for president, and so I still have some resources that I am totally willing to help get out there, and even a few copies in Chinese if that's something that you want. All right, cool. Let's get the slides back up, Miss Catherine, if you don't mind. Upcoming events. Yes, because I know that we're not all crazy busy. Yes, we are. Okay. This is super exciting. Hannah is, one of our outgoing board members. Again, shout out to our outgoing board members. She's one of the managers for this virtual event. And it is the national, hold on, I can't even read it because it says NABIG, but I'm looking for where that's actually spelled out, or what that is. So it says anyone can I phone a friend for what NABIG is?
It's National Association for a Basic Income Guarantee.
Got it. Cool. My birthday is June 18th. I just want to say this, so it's gonna be during my birthday, so that's super cool too. June 17th through 19th. Connect with basic income advocates, researchers, and activists and artists from the United States, Canada, and more. Y'all can read it. There's more info there at nabigcongress.com, and they have a Facebook and a Twitter that you can follow and engage with. And again, engage, retweet, share, and help their algorithm out as well. They are our partner, we're partnering with them. They're part of us, a whole movement. Okay, next slide, please. Cash relief advocacy, yay. The child tax credit is a guaranteed income for families. We must make it permanent. Sign the petition. So there is a linky there. I know. Yep. See, look at that. Putting that right there in the chat. Thank you so much for doing that. Income Movement is one of our huge partners. They're really helping us in the legal research circle too. So shout out to Income Movement. Again, follow them on your socials too and engage with them. And I know that they had that initiative, the 50 moms in 50 states. And so, so definitely looking for people to sign that petition. And next slide. So there's bailoutthepeople.com. You see there, calling your representatives. Look at all these tools. Look at all these cool resources we have for you guys. You can write to your representatives really easily by, going to the Action Network and going to their letters, recurring cash payments now, letters to the editor. Look at all these tools. There's even a video we got. If you're just completely lost, we got a tutorial video for you that you can watch on writing a letter to the editor. And these are things you can just continuously do, right? You can do this stuff all the time, over and over again. And then take to Twitter and say thank you to advocates and use that hashtag Team UBI. That's awesome. Cash relief advocacy. We got that basic income march coming up, and their planning is starting this week. Let's see. Well, this seems a little little off. Sorry about that. I updated these slides. Obviously I missed this, but it's okay. So we're with this is all the information is still here. You can connect with Income Movement to set up if there's not one happening in your city or town, you can do it. They help you so much, and they send you resources, and it's really like they really support you through that process. So if you're interested in doing it, or if there's one happening, jump in and help, and definitely attend, right? Like definitely attend and share it out there in the interwebs. Next slide. Democracy reforms. Represent.us. You can join a phone bank. You can attend an event. You can join the Action Brigade. That actually sounds pretty dope. I'd like to be in any Action Brigade. That sounds awesome. And you can join their Slack. I mean, we're probably on like 20 million Slacks. I mean, Catherine probably is the most, if you've seen her Slack, like number of things, it's crazy. But join another Slack. Represent.us has a Slack as well. So do that.
Oh, and the thing I'd say about this is pushing HR1 S1, the For the People Act, which is going to rebalance political power back to people away from big donors and corporations. So they are one of the most effective organizations set up to do this. That's why we're kind of suggesting that folks pop in there and join their action brigades, because we want to send people to strong partners like Income Movement, Represent Us, all the ones.
Thank you so much, Catherine. Yeah, and anybody, at any point, by the way, I should have said that. Feel free to jump at any time. And actually, perfect thing, candidate support. Yenny, you're up, my love.
Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I am Yenny Drosh. I am running for Worcester City Council District 5. I am in Worcester, Massachusetts, which is about an hour west of Boston. And our city council election is this November with a preliminary election in September. So I'm facing 3 opponents in the September election. And if I get top 2, I go to the general election on November 2nd. And right now I am doing a couple of different things over the course of the week in terms of my campaign outreach locally. I have Meet Me Mondays where I do my podcast in the early afternoon, have meet and greet hours that evening that are open drop-in. I have a business card that has the information for them that I hand out to people that I meet. And then I have Takeout Tuesdays where I'm going to be going to various locations that do takeout in the district and getting their permission, obviously, doing a little live, like, hey, come meet me here thing. And then on Thursdays, I have the June 3rd district-wide call that is just a meet Yenny, talk about whatever issues come up. And then in weeks after that, it's going to be specific topics. So I'll have a week that's based on transportation. I'll have a week that's based on broadband and cell access, things like that. So I am needing volunteers to help me make sure that these things are able to reach the constituents that I am looking to have vote for me. So to do that, I have a couple of different urgent needs. I need somebody or multiple people to help edit policy blurbs for the website. I'm hoping to get the first batch of them up by this Friday. So if anyone's available this week to help out with a little bit of that, that would be super helpful. I also have an ongoing task of filling out a spreadsheet with business and organization contact information. That is something that I can show you how to plug stuff in on the form, and then 20 minutes here, 10 minutes there, you just do some quick Googling and see if you can find any information on any particular business or organization, whether it's their phone number or email or whatever. And then I'm doing phone banking. I've got 2 sessions twice a week, and then phone bank on your own. If you go to the next slide. So I have 2 different sessions that I'm hosting now. It's going to be Wednesdays from 4 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 5 to 8 p.m. These are, you do not have to stay the whole time of these. I ask that you at least do an hour at any given one. As soon as you have been set up to do phone banks, they are available on your time whenever you have time to leave some voicemails. It is a super, super easy ask. You're not asking them for their vote. You're not asking them for money. You're just letting them know that I have an event and inviting them to it. and it's mostly leaving voicemails. So it's a super low barrier to entry for phone banking if you've never done it before. I personally have anxiety issues, and this is the kind of phone banking that got me started on phone banking when we were doing it with the Yang campaign. So I would love to have folks on my other teams as well. Social media content, I have Social Bee that HFM also uses to post to all of my various accounts. So I'm looking to create graphics and stuff for that, and just getting variety up on there. I also, my fundraising and events team could always use some help, especially if you're in the Northeast or at least on East Coast time. That would be a great help to be doing phone banking for fundraising as well as helping me host events. And we're also starting up the newsletter. So there will always be space for more content and need for more writing there. So if you go to bit.ly/V, capital Y, capital V for and then volunteer spelled out. The capitals matter on Bitly, just as a reminder for folks who might not be aware of that. So I hope that I will see you all filling out that form and coming on board. And I also see that somebody has a hand up. It does not telling me who though.
Sonovia. What's up, girl?
Okay, so since I'm a moderator on all 3 channels, it seems like I'm not sure if I can post that. Like, I'm not sure if I can put her things in our social media group on Facebook. Am I allowed to do that? Because if she's running for office and we have people on Income Movement Humanity Forward and the base camp that are in her area, how are they to get her information if we don't share it there either? I was told we can't represent or put out propaganda from candidates.
So the way that it is operating in terms of HF conversations that I've had with CC is that I can post events, I can post major donation drives if I have something like that, but it is not them sharing it. So like their social media isn't going to be sharing it. They do have the legal space to be able to share that kind of stuff. That is a block that they're putting on themselves based on how much candidate work they did last year, because they need to balance it out. You can't do more than 50% with a 501c4. So that's the barrier with HF, but they have a community events channel in Slack, on their Slack, that I'm allowed to post in, and I can post to their groups as well. I've also been on most of the Yang Gang media. I was on Nerds, I was on McCoy, Zach and Matt show, Matt, and I was on Trickle Up and Cheng Jules as well. So you can catch any of my interviews on those as well. So
okay, I was just asking because I haven't been told that I couldn't, but I am, I'm the person that approves or disapproves. So I'm just trying to, yes, we would want to continue to promote our group that is running for office.
mhm.
Makes sense to me.
It does. I mean, we can't put anything about Yang's candidacy up there. So, which still blows me, because everybody is in, because that's what everybody's looking for. Where's Yang stuff at? Where's Yang stuff at? And I'm all like, well, it ain't about him. It's about us and our voices. And Yanni, you are a great example of your voice being amplified, and we need to help amplify your voice. Isn't that what we just said we was going to do? We rolling it out. That was just my 2 cents. But,
I think part of it is that since Humanity Forward is a C4, they can't coordinate with candidates. So they have to kind of stay kind of behind that wall so they can, Yenny, I think, kind of outlined what she's allowed to do over there, but I think Humanity Forward, their hand is stayed by that need to not be collaborating. But the other thing I wanted to say is that anyone that wants to learn how to run a campaign, Yenny has a great infrastructure set up there. And if you pop in and help her campaign, you're going to see a lot of tools and setup that are going to help you on all future campaigns that you want to run. So definitely a pitch for Yenny's is a really well-run campaign, and it's a great opportunity to see the infrastructure you'd need to run any local campaign.
That's awesome, Yenny. And if you need me to host an event virtually, sit on a panel or something like that, I would definitely be willing to help you. You just let me know when and where.
Awesome. I definitely will. Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
I love that. That's awesome.
Awesome.
All right,
So
Yenny,
thank you all. I hope to see you at my phone banks. Sign up on the bit.ly link, and I will hopefully see you around.
Yay. Thanks, Yen. All right, so yeah, I pulled this off of Erika's website. Phone banking parties for Erika. She's out in California. I've actually met her myself. She's come to Vegas. She came to Vegas many times to help Grassroots Yang Gang for when he was running for president in Nevada. And so this is a great girl, and when she needs our support, and she's really got a real shot. So there is a mobilized link there, so you can get connected with her campaign, and maybe we'll get her on one of our SNLs coming up, and we'll talk to her about her campaign as well. And it's so cool. We've got so many Yang Gang that are running for office. It's just such a cool thing that we've all been inspired to continue this movement, because we know we need to, right? We are the wave, right? So, and we're still the wave. So we got to keep putting that work in. All right, next slide. And the man himself, right? If you want to connect with Andrew Yang's mayoral campaign up in New York, we're in like double digit days. It's really important. Now is the time to really dig deep if you want to go help out our dude, and donate, get on the interwebs and promote and help the algorithms, volunteer for the campaign. I will say, unofficially, I have heard from people with boots on the ground, like Grassroots in New York, that they aren't really making a call for people to come and do GOTV door knocking, but they are not going to turn anyone away. And there are Yang Gang houses set up, and there's lots of support. So if anyone wants to take a little trip out to New York and connect with Yang Gang there, you totally can. Super fun, from what I hear. I'm considering doing it myself, but we'll see. Funds and time and all that. Okay. Next slide. Look at that. It's our last slide. Look at that. It's beautiful. We really ran through this meeting, and look at it. We still got some time to spare. I'm going to go through and see if anyone has any questions, comments, anything they want to share with the group. And then this normally turns into a hang, just a casual hang where we just get to talk about what's going on in our lives and just share with each other and have some community. So yeah, anyone got anything? And again, congratulations to our new board members, and thank you so much to our outgoing board members. And yeah, so what's up with the—
I have a slightly unrelated but also kind of me thing. It is Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome Awareness Month. So it is a connective tissue disorder that I and hundreds of thousands of other people have. It's got a 1 in 5,000-ish incidence rate. And so they are currently trying to find the gene that's associated with the hypermobile form, which I have. The other ones have been identified. There's 13 types. And it affects pretty much all different parts of the body. It is the connective tissue, and it affects how the collagen produces itself. So if you have any friends who are hypermobile, who have pretty much any other health problem at all, and by hypermobile, if you have problems with fingers going in weird directions, avert your eyes. I do this. Ooh. And like all of my joints, pretty much. Like I've got the whole hitchhiker thumb and all that. Yeah. At 33 years old, I can still stick both feet behind my head at the same time. Hey. Not a normal occurrence. So I strongly advise checking out rare diseases, finding information out about ones that are near you. There are so many different amazing organizations out there that are doing great work with rare diseases. And there's a great need for more focus and awareness from the medical world on them. The Ehlers-Danlos community identifies with zebras because of the phrase that is usually told to medical students: when you hear hoofbeats, expect horses, not zebras. And with Ehlers-Danlos, because we've got so many different parts to our issues where it affects multiple different systems in the body, doctors will first go like, oh, you have this, and oh, you have that. So definitely make sure that when you're talking to your doctors, you are aware of all of the different things that you have going on and advocate for yourself. Doctors only know as much as they've been exposed to and have been educated on. You are your own best advocate. Do not forget that.
Thanks so much, Annie. Yes, that is a good PSA. I saw that Catherine posed a question to the group. Catherine, do you want to ask it?
Yeah, I was just kind of curious what folks were in your area were planning on doing for the Basic Income March, Basic Income Week in September. I'd be curious, what folks' thoughts are and kind of initial plans.
Well, I know I have to connect with my Illinois Yang Gang and find them, get contact information. And once I do that, then I'll find out what their plans are. And then if not, then it's mean there's some work to be done. There's some planning and some things that we need to do. Where we're gonna have it at? Do I need to call JP? Do I do it with Lori Lightfoot's office? Because actually, the mayor of Chicago said that she was like, there was not women of color covering her story of what's been going on in Chicago, how the information gets put out there about what's going on in Chicago, from resources to what her office has to offer. And the questions being asked to her aren't questions that the disenfranchised communities want to know. So nothing of her message is getting to people of color. And she wants to try to change that image. And I'm like, okay, so where do we start though? I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out though. So
I love that. I want to shout out Chi-Town. I've been involved in a lot of organizing actions for Free Palestine, and Chicago showed out. I just want to say I saw it on the interwebs that there was so many people in Chicago for the Free Palestine march and rally. So, but yeah,
don't they get out? Long as they know where they got to go be with a picket sign, please. We stay marching, okay? We stay. So I just need to make sure I grab the right groups. I think it's My Block, My Hood. He is doing some great work in the community, but he's still just one person. And we really small, but they're getting a little money here to do this and that. And if we can all just get together and just try to figure that out, we gonna make a stance. Everybody get vaccinated. They get out here.
Yes.
They've been out here no matter coronavirus. I was just staying in the house.
It's a pandemic out there.
It's a pandemic out there. I got kids at the house. I could not go out to anything. So this is going to help me, and I hope this position is going to help me be able to open some doors through the telephone so we can able to get in those meetings and be a part of those planning, as opposed to me just seeing on Facebook somebody was at some place where we should have been at.
Yeah, and I know for myself in Las Vegas for the Basic Income March, I have reached out to Humanity Forward Nevada to see if they're taking the lead on that, and I haven't gotten a response. So I don't know if any of y'all have been in the income movement meetings, and I know I can just look on the map and I'll do that. If Humanity Forward Nevada isn't taking the lead, then I will, and that's fine. But we'll do it. Oh yeah, so Marina's in those meetings. Yeah, that makes sense. So I think they probably are taking the lead on that. And then, I'll fall in and be a support person and show up for the events. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope so, because it's a strong gang here in Illinois, in the Chicagoland area by themselves. Like they're still here, but they don't know where to go. Like I can't see how all those hundreds of people came together and then we've just kind of dispersed. So, and they're still on Slack, but they just on Slack. They don't have a direction right now. So if I got to be that direction, it's gonna be hard because they wasn't trying to listen to me then. The black girl from Chicago, it's hard pressed, but I hope that I've given them enough comfort level that I am really in on this fight, because it's not just my fight. Like I don't need it. I need it for other people in other communities.
Yes.
I'm a bullet maker. I don't read this school. So I'm just not, but I want to help. I just have a passion for wanting to just help other people. So, and it takes people at the table who understand what's going on, how the money is funneled, how they vote, how they do. They need somebody at the table that tells us, okay, this is how we do, this is how it's gonna move. No, you can't go to them like that. No, secretly not you can stand and know who our players are. So
Yes.
I'm gonna use my players and try to get something done for UBI.
Yes. Yes. I like Will, what you just said there. Need it for family, need it for friends, need it for people we don't even know yet. That's right. Humanity first.
Right.
Humans. Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Cool beans. Ooh, what's up, Florence? What are you saying? Oh yeah, Carrie in Atlanta. Yeah, she's awesome. She's so great. I started following her on Instagram. It came up as a suggested person. I was like, yes. That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, that will be cool. We definitely need to ask you drive to Atlanta. Ain't nobody drive. Like, let's go. I've been to Iowa. Let's go to Atlanta. Because, well, I hope Chicago's able to get that stuff together so we can have one right here. That's what I'm gonna pray on that.
For anyone that's watching, this is like such a great opportunity because with the North American Basic Income Guarantee Conference that's happening June 17th, 18th, 19th, that's really going to be kind of this meeting of all the research, all the conversation about kind of where the movement is and all the opportunities. And then in that week in September, we can plan these things to force the conversation where we are. And, you know, it's really nice going into the 2022 election season because it's so close. The Republicans and Democrats are looking for an edge. So we have this great opportunity to pressure them. And income movement, I can't strongly stress to people how valuable it is to connect in with income movement. You know, go to their website, sign up for their newsletter, go to their organizing meetings. They are really one of the best organizations in our network because they, you know, plan effective actions. They create tools that you can use depending on, you know, what time you have available. You know, if you have a little time, if you have a lot of time, they have something that they've built for people in our positions. And they're very collaborative. You go to their meetings, they tell you their strategy, they invite you to come into planning. If you don't have time to come into the planning meetings, you can still come to the strategy meetings and see the week-to-week progress. They have this beautiful, you know, kind of master planning spreadsheet document where, you know, everything you need, they're kind of building out these tools of how to, and you're connected in with all the other organizers all around the country that are, you know, figuring this out together. So this is probably the second time they've done it. And each time they get better and have more information. And they're really planning for, after we have these big basic income marches, everyone that comes out is going to be saying, ooh, what next? So even right now, they're already thinking on the 26th of September, there's going to be a whole bunch of new people who are like, whoa, okay, what do we do now? And they're going to be ready. So I cannot highly enough recommend people getting involved with income movement because it's so rare to find an organization that is making good strategic use of people's time and effort. And when you find that, you just, that's so special and just allows our whole movement to kind of jump forward. So I'll stop there, but highly, highly recommend using this opportunity. And I know for them, their kind of driving mission is federal UBI for all by 2030. Like, and that is a doable goal. We just got to get organized and do the work. So let's do it.
That. Yeah, heck yes. Yeah, totally agree. Will, yes, they run. Yeah, it is a smooth operation. Stacy up there, I mean, can't give her enough flowers. She's really running a great team over there.
And the other stuff for folks on social media, there's these fabulous UBI trending teams on Twitter. And then there's a whole group of people out on TikTok that's like changing the narratives and engaging in conversations with conservatives and, you know, folks that aren't kind of sold on UBI that feel like it's a Trojan horse against social programs. And I mean, it's nice because wherever you're communicating with your peeps online, yeah, like we're starting to work in all the channels, and it's exciting to see us not be so segregated, like who's on Twitter, who's on Discord, who's on Facebook, who's on Instagram, who's coming on Slack, who's in in-person meetings. Like we're starting to make sure these connections and our work is organized. So it's just nice to see our movement growing like this and getting more sophisticated and stronger.
Yeah, totally. And like Yenny said too, she's totally right. And they're on Clubhouse. I'm a fan of Clubhouse. I don't know if y'all are familiar. Pretty sure this opened it up for Android now. So now it's available not just on iPhone, but also on Android. And there is a club you can search for on Clubhouse called UBI Community. And that is run also by income movement people. Like Kimberly, I think is the lead ones on that. Hannah from us, and she works with, income movement as well, but she's in there running those rooms too. And it's really cool. And then if you become a member, then you can host rooms and you can be an organizer in these spaces too. And it's great.
I just used Clubhouse on Saturday. I'm supposed to be right.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, this was kind of easy. Like once I got past the enrollment part, because I'm slow, and got into the room, and I was like, oh, it's just faces and people just talking. Oh, that is so much cooler. It's kind of like you can record it. So I was like, oh man, this is better than Facebook Live. I'm so tired of getting on Facebook Live.
It's really cool. It's like live podcasting. MC Hammer is an income advocate, and he's been in rooms where huge rooms for UBI. It's really inspiring.
Wow. I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna look for that in Clubhouse UBI. That's fun.
Yeah, I bet if anyone needs any invites onto Clubhouse, I think Eileen can probably find an invite for you. So message her.
Please find me one. That'll even be easier. Thank you. Send me an invite. I'll come to hang out in the Clubhouse. I like that.
Yeah. What's your I'll just girl. Let's not procrastinate. Let's just get it done. Let's just get it done. What's your you can like private message or DM me your
Well,
handle.
you said you used it yesterday.
Well, not
you
yet.
probably got an account already.
Well, I'm saying an invite to the club.
So what do y'all need from me? My email address?
Your name.
My real name.
Let's see. Let's see if I can find you.
It should be that. It should be my real name. My government name.
Oh, I found you. Now I'm following you. Now
I like that term, calling it your government name.
Yeah, that's my government.
My government name is Jennifer.
Right. Oh yeah, that's what my daddy gave me. That's whatever.
I like Florence is like, MC, can't touch that. Oh, which club is this? It's called Basic Income Community. And so let's see, Kevin, are you in it? I'll add you too if you're not.
Yes, I am. I just didn't hear it before. So yeah, Kimberly added me to it a long time ago.
Very cool. Oh, you have to follow me back for me to invite you to the club. So whenever you get on Clubhouse next, just follow me back and then I'll invite you to the club. Cool beans.
Okay.
You'll be the 100th member. Boom.
Oh, for real? Oh,
yep.
I need a badge. I need a graphic so I can be that. I'm the 100th member of the UBI Clubhouse. That's exciting. For real.
I kind of think back about like the Yang prints from the campaign time, and now there's UBI prints. And I'm thinking like there probably should be some stickers or some, special stuff like that for your kind of Clubhouse work.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Like they ain't created that yet. Like a Clubhouse pop up like YouTube. What you get? What do you get? Like I need to know. Like what's the benchmarks? Like when we start bringing people up to Clubhouse, I'm like, what we gonna get? Do we get a flag? Do we get something from Clubhouse?
Y'all, I have a whole giant box of Yang Bucks still. I don't know if y'all familiar with Yang Buck. It's a giant box. It's thousands of them. And I keep going to almost throw them away, but I don't want to throw them. I don't know what to do with all my Yang Bucks. I don't know.
Do a TikTok and make it rain.
Make it rain.
Yeah. See, we gotta
save those Yang Bucks.
Yang Bucks in the TikTok. Let's make it rain. Send me some Yang Bucks and some books. I'll do the TikTok. Okay.
All right. Books and yeah, maybe I could send them to New York. I don't know. They're old from but anyway, it's still name recognition, I guess, and still and still the basic policy kind of framework, right?
It is. It is. They need those in New York. They really do. Need them Yang Bucks out there as the advertisement. They do. While we sitting around here with boxes of stuff and can't say his name. That's crazy.
He's not doing UBI though in New York. He can't do UBI as mayor.
Yeah, he does have some kind of a income policy.
Yeah, it's not called UBI, but he definitely has a strong stance on where he stands in that he cannot say it, and we already know it.
Yeah, the UBI guy.
We can't talk about it. We can't even say his name in our face cap. So I'm just like, no. So we know what he stands for. We don't necessarily have to say it. We're the movement. We are.
Yeah, what was that, Will? Yeah. Yeah, so for people that are not seeing the chat or whatever, yeah, Will's just saying that Yang is going to be able to pilot for some things, but it needs to be national to really do UBI for sure. Oh yeah, your power keeps going. Yeah, see, you know what? I think we've reached a natural stopping point, to be honest, guys. Thank you all so much for coming. And we are going to sign off on our YouTube. Bye, anyone watching on our YouTube live streams. Thanks for joining us. And yes, and to all of you guys that joined us here on Zoom, love you guys so much. And like I said, next Sunday we got Talks with Toxins, same bat time, same bat channel. And that's just a social hang, and I throw out some conversation starters and whatever. It's a little fun, and you get to meet Bongalicious, my beautiful Bong. And then the next following Sunday after that, we'll have another one of these Sunday night lives. So stay tuned for that. And yes, that's it. Sayonara. Love you. Trickle up.